Drinking buddies, we are here for round 4 of our weeded blinds. Eventually we're going to do a tournament to see what's the best weeded bourbon out there. Obviously I won't have Pappy 15 or Pappy 20 or Pappy 23 in there because I'll never see those. But other than those 3 bottles, we have most of the weeded bourbons out there, and we're going to go ahead and see which one's the best.
I'm your drinking buddy.
For our readily available bottles, I chose Larceny, Smooth Ambler, Big Level, Wyoming, and Standard Maker's Mark. I chose these because they're readily available. None of these are allocated. You can get them at almost any Total Wine. You can get these 2 at practically any grocery store, and these 2 they sell at my local Walmart. So, you know, 4 readily available bottles. But first up is Larceny. It's 92 proof. Why did I get a small bottle of Larceny? Well, I've bought Larceny a lot of times, and you know, it's kind of a bottle that I've kind of outgrown a little bit. I like it okay, but it's got a lot of that young bourbon, young weeded bourbon graininess that, you know, I like my weeded bourbons to be a little older, and this is kind of a young product. It's okay. I'm not saying anything bad about it. In fact, it's an excellent mixer. So if you're looking for a great mixer out there, Larceny would be one I would recommend. Next up is Smooth Ambler Big Level. This is 100 proof. It's really nice. It's from West Virginia, and they used to source everything from MGP, but this is distilled and bottled by Smooth Ambler Spirits. It's made by Smooth Ambler in West Virginia. It's a solid bottle. I like it. Wyoming is another one that I'm not an enormous fan of, but it's aged 5 years, age dated right on the bottle, 88 proof. We'll see how it does. I mean, I've said things about bottles before, and I taste them blind and I like them, so we'll see. And then last up we have our Standard Maker's Mark. And why did I buy a shooter of this one? Well, I wanted to include it in the tournament, but I'm not a big fan of the Standard Maker's Mark. I like Maker's 46 quite a bit, and any of their wood finishing series. But I thought I would give it a fair chance. I mean, there's a chance I try these blind right now, and I find out that I love the Maker's, you know, Standard. I don't know what's going to win here. I mean, if I had to guess, I would say maybe the Smooth Ambler, because it does have 100 proof. It's going to have the highest. Oh, and I'm sorry, the Maker's is 90 proof. The Smooth Ambler does have the highest proof, and I do believe it to have a lot of really good character to it. I think out of these 4, it's my favorite, but I have no idea. In fact, if I had a guess to whether or not I could queen sweep this, I would say heck no. I don't think I have a chance at guessing all 4 of these. But we're gonna dive right in. Okay, so this has got a little bit of a cherry on the nose. Sweet, honey. Wow, whatever that is, I like it. There's not a lot of young weeded bourbon graininess, but it is sweet. It's a lot of cherry. Wow. Yeah, I really like that. Whatever that is, that's really good. So let's go into the second one. Okay, this has got a completely different nose. This one's more fruity. I mean, that one had cherry, but this is more like stone fruit, like peaches or apricots. Still sweet on the nose. Brown sugar. This one has a better mouthfeel than the first one. It's a little bit more oily and more viscous. You know, leads me to believe it might be like a non-chill filter type thing. The flavor on it's a little flat though. The flavor on this is nowhere near as good as the first one. You know, I would call it smooth. I know a lot of people don't like that word, but I believe smooth to be, you know, hits below its proof. It tastes fairly low on the proof side. Not a lot of flavor there. It's got the bourbon vanilla and some brown sugar, and it falls kind of flat. It's got a short finish. Next one. Oh, Ugh. It kind of smells like wet dog. Young bourbon, grainy. Young wheated, grainy, nasty. Smelling a barnyard. I'm smelling hay and like cows' butts. Okay, I might have to cut some of that out because I went too far, but this one's hay and like grainy and barny and bad. It smells like a barnyard. Okay, much better palate than nose, which leads me to believe this is probably the Makers, but it does still have a hay and a grain thing going on. Not great. Better nose, better palate than the nose, but the nose was, I would give like an F to. So maybe a C on the flavor. Not my jam. Not a big fan of this. I believe it to be the standard Makers. God, it just stinks. Man, I'm normally not that hard on a whiskey. You guys know me, I try to be pretty positive on here, but I don't like that at all. I believe that's the Makers. This one's got not a great nose either. But it doesn't smell like a barn as much as it smells like kind of sour and sweet at the same time. So it's like a sour and then sweetness. Not a great nose. These glasses are clean, by the way. I pulled them right out of the dishwasher, so it ain't that. And I got a brand new dishwasher, so. Tastes nice. Tastes low on proof. That's pretty nice, actually. Bourbon vanilla, a little bit of cinnamon. There's a little grain in there, some oak. This might taste the oakiest of the four, which might mean it's the Wyoming, because I think that's the oldest at 5 years. They're all pretty young. None of them have age statements, so they're at least 4 years old, but I don't know. I'm sure if I did the research, I could find out how old Maker's Mark is or about how much it is, but I have looked before and I can't get an exact date. All right, drinking buddies. So I'm gonna go through these again. You know how I do it. The second time through, I'm gonna fast forward so I don't bore you to death with the same tasting notes, and then we're gonna find out which is which. I'm gonna try to guess which is which, and I'm gonna tell you which is my favorite. So let's go. All right, drinking buddies. So my favorite, the winner is glass 1. Well, I don't know which number it is, but this one here on the end is my favorite. I believe it to be the Smooth Ambler. My second favorite is this one, which I believe to be the Larceny. My third favorite is this one, which I believe to be the Wyoming, and my least favorite by quite a country mile is this one, which I believe to be the Standard Makers. So one more time through: Smooth Ambler, Larceny, Makers, and Wyoming. Let's find out if I'm right. So this one was number 4. Holy crap, I am shocked. Our Standard Maker's Mark is number 4, and that was my favorite. Wow. Number 2 was number 3. I'm gonna get 0 right on this. This is insane. This is Wyoming. This one that I hated, the one that I hated was the Smooth Ambler. My gosh, the nose on this thing. Oh God, it's terrible. And then number 1 was the Larceny. So I'm gonna have to get another bottle of Makers, because apparently I like it a lot better than this $40 bottle and this $40 bottle and this $30 bottle. So Makers that you can sometimes get for as low as 16 bucks, is our winner of this round. What can I say? I love makers. Well, drinking buddies, our 4 winners now are going to be, number 1 was our Old Rip 10, the Van Winkle. Number 2 was going to be Weller 12 year. Number 3 was Georgia Heartwood from ASW Fiddler. And number 4 is going to be Standard Maker's Mark. I don't know what we'll do next time. You tell me in the comments which wheated bourbons you'd like to see up in this. And thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. Looking to hit 2,000 subscribers soon, and you could be a big part of helping me reach that goal. You liking this video and you watching this video is financially helping me buy more bottles to make better content. So please hit like, please subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.